So Nina Turner, her election is soon in Ohio's 11th district. I think it's early in August. So it's coming up fast. And what you're seeing now is the establishment is desperate and they're trying so hard to take her down. And they don't care about their tactics. They will do anything and everything to take her down. We've seen what they did to Bernie when Bernie was the clear front runner. There's no low they won't go to. So this is disgusting. We already discussed a smear ad in our last show, how they went after her. They took everything she said out of context and made it seem like, almost like she's a Republican, which is insane. Now look at this mailer that they're sending out. This is like a corporate PAC trying to take her down. Nina Turner voted to divide us. Official ballot, 2020 Democratic National Convention. Raise the minimum wage. They're trying to say Nina is against raising the minimum wage. They're trying to say she's against universal health care. They're trying to say she's against immigration reform. That is simply insane. Insane. So, yet again, let's correct the record. Nina Turner was in favor of Medicare for all. The Democratic platform said no to Medicare for all. So the Democratic platform was against universal health care. And that's why she was like, I'm not going to vote for this thing. So in other words, they get it exactly backwards. Anybody who supported the Democratic platform was saying, I'm against universal health care, or I'm signing up for an agenda that doesn't have universal health care. Nina was like, I'm not going to do it because I'm in favor of universal health care. We have a pandemic. People need health care, and you're not giving it to them. So I have a conscience, and I have to stand up and be on the record as against these cretins who are working for the health insurance companies. So they just lie. They just flat out lie. They flip the truth right on its head. Other things that weren't in the Democratic platform that Nina Turner would have wanted in the platform. They said no on legalizing weed. She wants to legalize weed. They said no on conditioning aid to Israel. Hey, you need to, follow international law and give Palestinians their human rights. And if you don't do that, we're going to condition aid. The platform said, no, we have unconditional support of Israel. So Nina was like, that's bullshit. I'm against that. We need to condition the aid. So she's standing up for Palestinians, and she gets smeared because of it. They had no Green New Deal, for example. There was nothing on the Green New Deal in the Democratic platform. She says, this doesn't go far enough. So that's why she was against it. By the way, I think it was in 2016, she's the one who brought the amendment on the $15 minimum wage to the platform. Or it may have been, was it 2020? It was either 2020 or 2016. She was the one at the convention who was like, yeah, $15 minimum wage, we're putting it in there, and I'm so excited for this. And they're trying to say she's against raising the minimum wage. This is flat out lies, and they know it's lies. It's a corporate PAC. They're lying to try to take her down. Chantel, her opponent, has been out there lying relentlessly. Hillary Clinton endorsed the opponent. The Congressional Black Caucus endorsed Nina's opponent. They're trying everything. They're throwing everything they got at her. And guess what? Some of it is working. So she had a giant lead. Now, to be fair, this was Nina's internal poll numbers, but she had a colossal lead. In Chantel's numbers, internal numbers, Nina's still up by 7. So that's a good sign because probably Nina's up like 10 or 15, but being up 10 or 15 is not nearly as much as like the 30 or 40, whatever she was up before. So some of this stuff is working because it's easy to mislead people and it's easy to trick them using, partisan tribal loyalties and affiliations. And so they're she's not a team player. She's not a real Democrat. If anything, she's helping Republicans. She's not even for universal health care and living wage. She would be the strongest fighter on both of those policies, and she's on the record 1,000 times over supporting those policies. This is it's flat out lies. It's lies, it's lies, it's lies. Everybody needs to go out there and correct the record for Nina Turner. Everybody needs to crusade on her behalf. This is what they do when they think somebody will actually bring change and will actually fight for the people. The corporations and the wealthy and all the terrible centrist Democrats, they turn to tactics like this. I'm going to lie about you. I'm going to smear you. I'm going to use nothing but dishonest tactics because I feel like that's the only way we can win. We cannot let that happen. Don't let that happen. That would be unacceptable. we got to fight back. We got to stand up for Nina. And I hope that this massively increases her fundraising. And I hope that, she has a good team around her that knows how to deal with all this stuff, because it's not easy. You expect at least a modicum of truth in the arguments they make, but it's not there. Literally, their point is, since she didn't support the platform, now she's against raising the minimum wage and universal health care. When her whole reason for opposing the platform was it did not include universal health care. And it didn't include a Green New Deal, didn't include supporting Palestinians, didn't include legalizing marijuana. So again, they flipped the truth on its head. It's disgusting. It's unacceptable. I hope everybody covers this. I hope this gets out there. We got to defend Nina, because it's got to feel horrendous to know that if they end up beating her and if they end up winning, it's because they lied and they smeared and they're dishonest and they threw so much money into Chantel's campaign at the last minute to try to buy a seat to prevent somebody who's actually trying to help people and fix the system. It's not okay.